Hi Leo, how are you? I'm good. My name is Lissett. I am here with your manifestation activation tarot reading for the month of March 2025. This is a manifestation activation, chakra cleanse, and frequency activation for anyone working with the archetype of Leo. Wherever Leo sits in your personal natal chart, that is where I've performed the chakra cleanse and where I will be activating the frequencies. You can find the information for the chakra cleanse and the frequencies that are activated under my community tab or the posts tab here on my YouTube page, okay? So what I will do next is I will go in with the sacred geometry activation cards. The chakra cleanse is already performed, so I will now find the frequencies that are available for my Leo in loving light, and then I will pull the spread. We'll look into the storylines so you can tell what resonates for you and what doesn't with the Rider-Waite-Smith system. And at the end of this video, we will go in with some oracle decks and get some channeled messages, okay? So Leo, or anybody working with Leo, if you would enter into this energetic exchange with me for the greatest good of everyone involved, let's get started. Spirit, in the highest loving light. In the head space, we've got perception. In heart space, we've got dynamic. The principle of polarity, third eye chakra, and what can be changed, passion and what won't be changed, realization, your overall rhythm is conception, and your overall vibration is in delight. It's wonderful. So we'll go in with this Rider-Waite-Smith deck. Let's go. I'm so happy you're here with me, Leo. It's gorgeous. It's a beautiful day today. Okay, let's get these cards out for us. Okay, so what we have here in your headspace with the principle, the hermetic principle of mentalism. What you think about, you will definitely attract to yourself. It's number 35, perception. The frequency of perception supports our natural curiosity, moving us beyond our comfort zone to find the edges of what we perceive as real and to take a good, hard, deep look at it. So have a look at the geometry and the colors. Please take it in. I've performed a cleanse on your chakra system, so this is good for your brain also to take in. I will be activating this frequency, okay, for you. And that is paired here with the Three of Wands. Perception with the Three of Wands. So you were looking on, well, what I see, Leo, is that you were looking on, I want to say at the abyss. What? And that's saying, you know, the abyss will stare back at you if you stare into the abyss, but actually that was a good thing. I see that you were just staring into what at one point you may have seen as like an abyss of your life. Something happened where there was like a trigger. It changed your perception. And so now here you're at this precipice of this manifestation, wherever you're applying this this manifestation activation to, okay? So whatever your manifestations are, I see actually you couldn't even conceive of it in the past. Actually, it was like a hopeless thing. Somehow your perception was triggered and things started moving like a gear. Like I'm seeing like, so I'm seeing water move through, I'm seeing this turning, and I'm seeing water move through it and fall through those, like through the spaces around. I'm just seeing the energy, your energy moving. I'm seeing it in your solar plexus, sacral and solar plexus area. And I'm just seeing that there was just something, what is it, Spirit? What happened? they say if you stare into the abyss long enough, it will stare back to you. And I think like in that this adage, this saying, right? I think it was by Nietzsche. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but so this saying, it just kind of leaves it there, right? And it gives you this image of like the abyss and some void or something. But I see that actually after you sat in that darkness for a while, your eyes almost adjusted like night vision or something. Like you were able to see the dark waters in the abyss and I'm seeing like a mist, a fog over maybe a marsh or something. And yes, it started to peer back into you, but your perception was actually clear. It was clear. It was clarified. So that took a lot of courage for you to. And I think the abyss may have been some memories that you didn't. I see. So these are suppressed memories. And actually, by facing that and facing maybe not suppressed memories, but maybe some emotions, some dark things that you are avoidance of actually. You were brave enough to sit with those for a while. The marsh, and I'm seeing like this fog, a slow fog. I'm feeling damp weather. I just see that it triggered something within you, Leo, and it's passionate. So you're at this precipice of this manifestation. Let's keep going. So now in your heart space, this is the principle of polarity. We traverse the different polarities of our emotions here. You have got the frequency of dynamic, number 23. The frequency of dynamic supports our ability to harmonize between layers and aspects of different origin and frequency. It helps us to put together a reality that is made up of many different elements, both familiar and completely new, with ease, grace, and great joy. Dynamic. Have a look. Ten of Pentacles. What do I see here with this Ten of Pentacles here? With this. So this is what I think the dynamic between, so you're looking for some kind of stable, you're looking to build something. You're looking to put some roots into the ground. And I'm seeing that actually you started to have to traverse the dynamism of that, so you were super inspired at some time in your life. I think this is what happened. Your heart, you followed your heart to create some manifestation here, to build something. So if you're building a business, if you're building a relationship, if you are building a home quite literally, or maintaining your home, redecorating your home, whatever this is, you are manifesting here. We are builders. We create our lives, the mechanism of your life. And so it's all in your hands. And I see that you were very inspired and started going gung-ho at building this manifestation. And all of a sudden, with this dynamic, you were faced with some old fears and stuff that I see actually in the middle of this manifestation. You were hit with some paralysis of, you come up to the abyss and you had to take time to stare into it. And so the manifestation was put on pause because all of these good things that are coming to you, all of the good things here in the highest loving light spirit, what you're building with these 10 pentacles is so good. I see you're going to help others. You're going to, I'm feeling family. I'm feeling happy children. I'm feeling just people adoring one another, adoring their children, just being themselves, you know. And I am seeing so clearly that maybe sometime in your past, this kind of atmosphere didn't exist for you, or maybe you did have a family unit or some safe, stable place, or whatever your manifestation, you may have had a version of this in the past. and there was some toxicity, I want to even say perversion of it. And I see that actually going after this one dream that was inspired, you may have, as we're building, we're growing, as we're interacting with the people that we need to interact with to build our manifestations, then our consciousness is expanded as we learn and grow. And then we have to let go of old limiting beliefs and stuff. And I see that maybe some realization came up to you and your perception was switched. And so it provided a foil. So this is new and improved manifestation. You had to get rid of some thoughts, Leo, that some past toxicity from prior endeavors. You had to really let go of the idea that you would bring that into this manifestation. So some fear that, holy shit, it's going to turn out like that back then, like that was so messed up that I totally repressed it, and now it's coming up and you're having to deal with it. And I'm just seeing that you're having to deal with the dynamics of experiencing this kind of joy and happiness. Inevitably there's going to be a shadow aspect of anything. So I see that you're kind of putting it on pause, adjusting your perception here at this precipice, at this is the Three of Wands as a portal card, right before you start on a journey, waiting for your ships to come in. And then here with the frequency of correspondence, as above, so below, I have the third eye chakra. And so you needed, because the third eye, you are somebody who your visualizations come, I think you know this about yourself, that your visualizations come into reality, like for this manifestation. So people who find my work can manifest. So, well, you didn't want to sully your manifestation, is what I see here with your third eye. So that's why you kind of put a pause so you can let everything come through kind of, and then your perception cleared and you looked and you were able, it wasn't dark anymore. That fog, that mist, your eyes adjusted and you were actually becoming part of this environment, integrating that shadow side, integrating whatever that toxicity is, and forgiving and loving yourself enough to trust yourself with this manifestation. So sometimes this is necessary for us, especially when we're trying to build like generational wealth and stuff like that. So, well, this is your third eye chakra now, as above, so below, and you wanted it to be clear, and I see you did it. So the frequency of the third eye chakra, the indigo flower of life, supports our intuition and our inner knowing, our imagination and our psychic powers. So your psychic powers were giving you this warning and about don't imagine things are going to happen like they did before. Don't do that. Don't go there. Don't imagine it that way. What we think about, we attract to ourselves. And so I see you just taking a pause, pumping the brakes, and I'm seeing you've got so did I show you? Here you go. Okay, have a look. I'll put a picture up in my community tab. So here you have the Seven of Pentacles here. So actually I see you deciding to till the soil and pull out roots, like old roots, weeds, or whatever it is that you consider to be a weed. So, and I just see that you're moving forward with this manifestation now with your third eye chakra. I'm going to activate it on top of it, but it's here. It's in your field. I couldn't read it if it wasn't in your field. So your third eye chakra is on point right now. You saw some things, you adjusted. It wasn't easy, but here we are. So you have sown now your seeds for this manifestation, I see, with your third eye. So visualizing, vision boards, scripting, talking about it, networking, sharing your vision with other people, creating art over it. Actually, Leo, I see you creating art to get through this and to get a better hold. So I'm getting this movie, The Lady in Black. It's an old movie from the 80s, and that this woman was haunting this old mansion, like on this marsh. I'm just seeing that marsh. I don't know if anybody's familiar with this old movie. So moving forward, so in what you can change, the principle of cause and effect, right? For every action, there's a reaction. So what did you do? I see passion. So 34, passion, the frequency of passion reminds us that beneath every intense emotion lies the hidden gem of insight, balance, and calm. It assists us in finding the balance within this intensity, moving us from chaos to the calm of its core, where we can let its long-lasting wisdom fill us up. So number 34, passion. So yeah, so it's okay, it's here with this more passion. All right, Leo, you are a fire sign. So you used your passion. This is the 9 of Wands. Okay, Wands are fire, they are passion. They literally represent your passion, your drive, and your creativity. So, and I see this is, so I said that I see you, maybe even that you created some art or something to let it go, some type of maybe writing. I'm seeing some writing, journaling. I'm seeing automatic writing, but I'm seeing also I'm seeing I don't know why. I'm seeing you know, we used to have like those magnet things when we were little. This is like so retro, this reading right now. There was like those magnet things that you would like draw on with a magnet, and then you'd pull the cheap paper up and it would disappear. Well, I'm seeing a drawing there of like a sun and trees or whatever, but then I'm seeing it morph into color and then become like something somebody's drawing on with an iPad and the iPen, and I'm seeing this coming now into reality from the third eye chakra. So these were some burdens to bear, but you see she's bearing them so well. She's even got wings. So because the 9 is a lot, something that you started really passionately, and like you started a creative act, a creative work, and you just like every wand I see as another dish that you're spinning in the air. I see you converting those dishes into bowls and having this mechanism of these beautiful the water in the bowls, I'm seeing them spin. So, well, because on a plate, then everything would go everywhere. I see you've got it unlocked. You're doing really well here. So you made some passionate changes. You created some art. You got through this, and here we are. It's wonderful. Good job. So every action, every piece of art you create, there's got to be somewhere in the universe, somewhere in the multiverse, somewhere on some dimension, on some plane of existence, every action that you make, there is a reaction. So if you don't know how to handle some difficult thing that you have to face, okay, to move forward, please consider creating some art, okay? Even if all you have is like this magnet thing or an etch-a-sketch, do your best, okay? So in what won't be changed, realization, I equate this with the principle of gender. We need gender to reproduce. We have number 37, realization. The frequency of realization supports the internal process of becoming aware of our heart's centered truth. As well as the external process of becoming our highest expression in this world. So to have perception in the headspace, and then what won't be changed is that those realizations came. Your perception shifted, and those realizations came, and you couldn't move forward without them. And you wanted to move forward with integrity before you started using your third eye chakra. And I see you learning to trust yourself, giving yourself permission to move on. Little by little, I'm seeing this. So realization, have a look, please. Well, there we are. You found a balance. Once you had this realization, you found a balance here with the 6 of Pentacles. Okay, and you might need to continually balance, rebalance. So with perception in the headspace, you had this 3 of Wands, and now you have got realization with a 6. So you're going to have to be doubling down. This is also with creativity. Write things down. Right, just jot down funny phrases, even. This is somebody who's very passionate, and downloads are coming through. You're busy in your life and actually being the star of your own life. And so what you do is you just put like a steno pad or something in the rooms that you're in normally, and then that becomes a prop to this drama of Leo's life, okay? And so as you're like dancing through your home or through your life and gracefully interacting with this person and that and creating and, you know, lighting up the world as the sun does, as the archetype of Leo does, so some things may come, you're fiery and passionate, and some ideas may come. And so they may not even make any sense. Just like I said, have these steno pads or whatever. I'm saying steno pad, like, I mean, this is an old school reading. I don't know what's going on. The word Rolodex is coming up. So you may have some guides or some ancestors that were also working on this type of thing, or this may be a passed down craft from your elders or your ancestors or something like this. Something that you were taught generationally or something like that. So, but write your ideas down, and then at the end of the day or the next day, just like look at them. Even if they don't mean the same thing they did to you at the moment of writing, it's going to be a trigger. These are going to be catalysts. I'm feeling my third eye. I'm just feeling my third eye. My gosh, it's beautiful. But also needs to be channeled and needs to be put, there's a lot of energy here that has got to be funneled and channeled into something for creation. We are manifesting in the real world here. So I'm saying just write the stuff down and go on about your day, and then later on come to it. And you can build something with that later, but you don't need all of these downloads and everything muddling up your vision in the here and now. So that's what I'm seeing. So moving forward, let's hydrate. We hydrated. Okay, moving forward. Conception. Oh my, I said before you couldn't even conceive of this, of doing this. So maybe you were like, sure, my aunt so-and-so did that and made a living, or my third cousin twice removed did have this strong talent in her bloodline and they did make a living, but I don't know if I can, or some doubt or something, underlying doubt. Even you may have even been saying to everybody, or admitting, yeah, I want to do this, but there was some doubt inside of you, and it was just a little bit of a doubt, and you couldn't conceive of it. And so when you started to build, you had this inclination, you started to build this manifestation, but there were just some doubts, and I see that, you know, well, now you can conceive a conception, you're putting it together. What? The moment of conception is magical. I'm seeing a burst. I'm seeing the sperm go in, and I'm just seeing bright, just illuminating the whole process, and I'm seeing a conception of this when that fog cleared and you sat with yourself and adjusted to that night vision. This is what I see in your overall rhythm. So the rhythm, the principle of rhythm, everything has a rhythm to it, everything. And so think about a pendulum, okay? There's some rhythm to that pendulum, okay? And actually that pendulum can get incorporated into any egregore, right? So, and it could then become kind of a conduit for some algorithm, right? And so that algorithm was a little messed up. You needed to do some, in the rhythm of your life, this is abstract, so you needed to do some clearing, some maybe adjust the wind in the room or something to this egregore. You had to clean up some limiting thoughts, make things lighter. I see in your everyday rhythm, so everything has a rhythm, your heartbeat has a rhythm, your the way that you walk has a rhythm. There's a rhythm to music, okay? Also, it could be the rhythm of your flow, how you get into flow, as opposed to how you do your mundane things and how you connect, and the process in between that I see with rhythm. So let's read this. Number 16, conception. The frequency of conception invites us to bring our consciousness to our origin, the place where everything in creation begins. It helps us to remember the infinite potential and possibilities of this space and what we can manifest through our own focused awareness and intention. Number 16, conception. here with the Queen of Swords, you had to do some serious cutting out of some things. So, okay, you had to keep it clean. I just see you cleansing up some of your own, like I said, the mechanisms of your life, and then on a smaller scale, the egregores. So you can think, I'm saying you have lots of plates spinning in the air that they morphed into bowls so that it could hold the water of your emotions. And I'm seeing that as the egregore, as multiple different egregore systems for you building this manifestation. And I'm seeing that some of the water needed to get filtered for the rhythm to be on point. I feel like the pendulum, the algorithm was making it swing a little bit askew. So let's clear it. And I see this Queen of Swords coming through, taking hold of the energy. Mental process here. Mental process, walking the void, clearing out limiting beliefs, using the sword, but also being able to nurture yourself through that. So she's serious. So this is a serious Queen of Swords here. And she, but actually she's outwardly like this because she's got a lot going on and she's being watchful and mindful of her life. But I see within her, with this Queen energy, she is very empathetic. I see a very empathetic person. I see kindness, love. I see nurturing, nourishment. I see somebody very in touch with their inner child. Nobody has to know this. Nobody has to know this. But this is how you allow yourself to be in this frequency of conception. So with the frequency of conception in your rhythm, you knew, and I think you knew this about your manifesting powers because you've manifested healing in the past. I'm seeing this. You have manifested healing in the past. And so even if that's not easy to admit, because not everybody can believe that, not everybody can have the conversation with you where you can express, I have healed things. I have done this. This is true. Like not everyone can have that kind of conversation and like just allow you to express yourself. That just triggers things in some people. So I see you going inward, and I see you even being comfortable in those recesses of your mind where it may feel like a dark and foggy marsh, you know. And I'm getting this idea of this, what is the guy's name? This is a famous author, and I can't remember it. The one who wrote Sherlock Holmes, this guy, there was a story about the marshes and some dog. So if you're familiar with that's for somebody. If you're familiar with that, maybe that was I don't know. I don't know. That's for someone out there. Okay, guys. So, but I just see like you in this kind of place that may seem haunted or whatever, even being kind with your inner child and being comforting with yourself, comfortable with yourself. And I see there's a lot of conception going on. So also with people around you too, they're actually able to conceive or for things to come into fruition, into existence with your essence around them and your influence, because actually they feel safe. You have created a safe space within you, Leo, and you're shining your bright light and everything, holding these boundaries with this Queen of Swords, and I just see that you've created a safe space within yourself, and others are, your rhythm of conception here is now overflowing to maybe you have employees, maybe you have people that you delegate to, maybe you have a following, and you know you're influential. And now in this time, I see that the rhythm of your heartbeat, the rhythm of your breath, that you're actually helping people with the conception of their purposes, and maybe even helping them, even if you don't speak about it or whatever, just walking your path is an example to everybody around you. I feel higher heart activation in the throat. Speak your story, Leo. This is beautiful. This is so good. Moving forward, so in your overall vibration, you've got the frequency of delight. Here, the frequency of delight supports our capacity to create and experience feelings of intense joy and happiness. Are we recording proper? Okay. The frequency of delight supports our capacity to create and experience feelings of intense joy and happiness. The more delight we feel, the more delight we evoke in others. I saw the solar plexus, I saw the sacral lighting up. This card is definitely all about those two, and the heart chakra big time, okay? When you are feeling delightful, enthusiastic, and your overall vibration, your whole vibration is absolutely delightful. I told you people were comfortable around you, Leo. Look at the sun color, okay? This is perfect. The Leo card is the sun, and it is the happiest card in the deck. So, and it took for you to walk on and to really accept the dynamics in your heart. So there may be some taboo things about yourself. Some, I want to use the word proclivities. some things that you were told were taboo, or that maybe the majority of people would say are taboo. Like I was talking about, that you've healed yourself. Even that is a taboo idea to some people, okay? It could, depending on how prude some people are, okay? So, but, well, what I'm saying is that these dynamics in your heart space and the acceptance of that is actually here with the Ten of Pentacles, is actually, this is your whole heart space feeling of a grounded dynamism in your life, and you being safe within yourself for this manifestation activation. And now I'm seeing other people, it's like infectious, okay, with this delight energy. And I'm saying that some of it may have been taboo because you've got your first major arcana here, the star. This is Aquarius energy, okay? This is Aquarius Leo energy. So that's the polarity is Leo, right, from Aquarius. And so that also has to do with some things that people may find taboo because Aquarius is always a humanitarian, but forward thinking and having new ideas so I'm seeing all those old things like a Rolodex and Etch-a-Sketch and I don't know what, but now I'm seeing that actually a progression. I said it may have been your ancestors that they were doing this, and now you're wanting to do it here and now in the real world in your lifetime. So, this is, first of all, these cards are major arcana, and they show me that you're on your destined path, that you step into your destined path in your overall vibration of delight. Okay, and since you're shamelessly doing this, accepting all these parts about yourself, you may have had to cut people off and just create space from them so that you can hold space for those who would be supportive and empowering, where you could make a difference in the world. So that may have been probably maybe like what was going on in that March too. So some sadness about those things. So, but the star energy, my gosh, and like I'm saying taboo, she's completely naked and gorgeous and beautiful in the moonlight. Like this, I see you stepping into the marsh and like your knees, as soon as your knees hit the water, I'm seeing it clear up into this. And so if there are some taboo things, taboo covers many things, okay? If there are some taboo things about your manifestation and what this all entails, and you accept that about yourself, and you accept that not everyone will, some people will go against you, will feel a conviction to go against certain taboos. So, and that is okay. We all fight for what we believe in. So I see you creating also a space where you can speak your truth and live your truth here with the star, and introduce these forward thinking new mechanisms, new ways of healing. Like I'm just bringing this up because I'm seeing somebody who, I'm just saying healed yourself because I've healed myself. So that's what I can relate to. But there's some other thing that maybe you might be combining different forms of healing. You may be combining different forms of divination or something like that. You may be combining different age groups that you're interacting with. You may be combining different ethnicities, and you may be bringing together different social classes of people and abolishing that, those society norms of demographic separation when it comes to this manifestation. So, but I see that you're being like the star and shining bright. And when those marshes come, I see you actually dropping to your knees. I'm seeing the water splash, and I'm seeing you pray. I'm seeing you when you're in the marsh of this dark place, and you know you're the leading star. You're the one who's lighting the way. So you've got to find a way to keep your eyes open all the time. So, well, that's what I see. Like, it's so, there's somebody passing by. It's like only the neighbors pass by here. And I'm just a little shy still. But it's worth it to have the windows open. Oh my gosh. I'm also a little bit strange and taboo, right? To the people who've been living here for like 50, 100 years they've got on this land, and then here comes this person like me. So that might be relatable for you guys, and they're maybe not even thinking like that. But so I'm just seeing you in this state of fog, like maybe what I was just mumbling about, and then I just see you hitting the marsh with your knees and everything clearing up, and the star coming out, and you can just be yourself, like unabashed, naked, laid bare. So not actually naked maybe, but you know, nothing to hide, shamelessly, because you've created this safe space for conception for yourself. This is a beautiful reading so far, so let's keep going. Let's get another draw with this deck. Thanks, Leo. My eye is I'm feeling so much energy right now. And the highest level light spirit, here we are. What's the story for Leo? Manifestation activation, March 2025, the archetype of Leo here. To go along with that chakra cleanse. Let's go. What is it? Thank you. Oh my gosh, you've got the Three of Wands in the same spot. You needed to find a way through this portal. You had to. You're so, oh my gosh, this is beautiful. Hi. Let's go. Let's go, everybody. Let's hydrate. Thank you for this. I need this water. Hold on, guys. Listen, taking a drink of your water is actually like a sacred act if you choose it to be. I'm choosing that right now. This is high energy. Thank you. And gratitude. Let's go. Moving forward in the headspace with mentalism. You've got perception. You could not even see you couldn't even perceive a way to get through this, but now here you are with the Three of Fire. What? It's the same card in a different deck. It's just a reiteration. It's perfect. So abundance. Things look very good. Have patience at this time. Make long-term plans. Okay. There you are. Something having to do with the earth too, with the element of earth here, bringing it into fruition. And so that's in the headspace. In the heart space, we've got dynamic, got the Ten of Pentacles here with the High Priestess, a major arcana number 2, Archangel Haniel. Listen to your intuition. Have patience. Consider carefully what you want before acting. Well, no, I think this High Priestess energy is perfect for the star, for like what I was talking about here with the star. It's perfect. So this is Pisces energy, okay? And I'm seeing I'm seeing a deep connection with your ancestors and actually with your emotions. Very deep Pisces energy here. Sacred Pisces energy, having to protect yourself from anybody that would, that's why you have this Ten of Pentacles here. So there's a lot of dynamics when it comes to power and stability. Like honey definitely attracts flies, right? But I see you in your High Priestess energy, very on point with your intuition. Okay, you can trust yourself. You are on your destined path. You are an authority, a spiritual authority in this manifestation. I see you as the authority here. Like sometimes I see somebody working in a group and everything, but I see you as Maybe this is like a solitary mission, like some thing that you're doing all on your own, some business or something that you're building from the floor up. I see somebody very forward facing. So well, you had to get down on your knees and pray. You may have been connecting to the spirits of the land that you're on, some deep spiritual healing. So this is the High Priestess is the counterpart to the Hierophant, right, in the spirit realm. And the woman, the feminine, divine feminine energy, is the protector in the spirit realm traditionally, and the man is the protector in the divine masculine. The Hierophant energy would be the protector, the one who upholds order and tradition and things like that. And then the High Priestess is more creative and can flow in and out of all these different abstract thoughts and everything with this Pisces energy. You're the more I want to say lenient, but it's not the right word. You are more expansive here with your spiritual depth. I think it's perfect, especially when navigating the frequency of dynamic when it comes to emotions in the heart space, okay? So the balance between your heart and your mind here, that's your inner compass. That's here with the principle of correspondence, as above, so below, as above, so below, okay, as below, so above, between the heart and the mind, the inner compass. Third eye chakra here with the oh my gosh, with the Seven of Pentacles, sowing these seeds. Now that you feel like you can trust yourself with this visualization and this manifestation, will activate that chakra. I actually have the Hierophant. It's called Unity. Number 5, Unity. Archangel Sandalphon. So that is the counterpart of the High Priestess. You have the High Priestess in your heart. What? And I was talking about it being traditional viewpoints or methods, spiritual organizations. Seek out mentors and like-minded friends. So in order to heal those darker parts of the abyss or whatever, as you started to build this manifestation, I see that you had to tap into the High Priestess energy so that you could give yourself more leeway and understanding your emotions in conjunction with like modern day taboos and self-doubt when it comes to your bloodline or something like that. And I see that once you cleared that up, you have the counterpart. Your spiritual authority is on point right now. So that's beautiful. What? Leo, people can trust you. Like, people can just trust you. Because this has to do with tradition and documents. So the High Priestess energy I see working in the emotional realm, in the spirit realm, and I'm seeing this come into reality when it comes to documentations, forms, maybe opening up an LLC, maybe creating a website, but whatever the things are, okay, when it comes to taxes and the things that are necessity IRL, I actually see that you can trust yourself and because you've cleared up your energy so much and you've healed up those doubts and everything. So what? You planted your seeds and you're going to move forward to bring this third eye projection of what you want in the world into reality with this unity. And then and you have conception in your overall rhythm. Wow, Leo, like, things are going to come together. You're bringing people together. That's got to make you so happy. Like, for the archetype of Leo, that's beautiful. Okay. So, let's cleanse here. Let's clear and ground. Clear my energy and ground. Okay. So, in what you can change here with passion, and you have the 9 of Wands, remember? And I see you carrying these burdens like gladly. I saw the mechanisms and some egregores or something, some things that you have moving parts of your life. And now it's here with the 10 of Air. The end of a difficult situation, embrace the change, and expect things to get better now. Recovering from an addiction. So maybe you had some I'm getting the idea of sugar muddling up your thoughts a little bit. So, but I don't think you had an addiction. It doesn't have to be that. I don't know why it came up. It could be for someone. But what I'm seeing is fog, like the fog over the marsh. This is what I'm seeing. That was, maybe it was an addiction, or maybe it was just an attachment to some ideas about yourself that were betraying you in your real life. You're not getting what you deserve in the real world because these old limiting beliefs were just betraying you. I see that fog clearing because you're following this passionately, Leo. You're tapped into your fire energy. So moving forward, what you have in the what won't be changed, realization here with the 6 of Pentacles. So you have the 7 of Pentacles, you've got the 6 over here, realization, keeping this balance. You've got to make sure you're going out and grounding. Make sure also you're writing things down when you, with this perception that you wanted to have so clearly, okay, you're going to need to write things down. This guy's got a pen in his hand. So to keep your own balance, do yourself a favor and just write stuff down, Leo, okay? You're going to need to do that. So, okay, with the King of Water. King of Water, trustworthy, compassionate, respected, cultured. Open your heart and mind to those around you. Trustworthy and heartfelt advice. Charity work. So maybe to balance the scales, you want to go and do some service in the world. Maybe you're realizing that actually you feel the best when you're providing a service in the world. And so whatever this manifestation is, I saw people being themselves happily. Even I'm feeling this idea of people being able to express their own egos safely, feeling so relaxed. Oh, relaxed. Like, I'm like, like that, you know. And so what I'm seeing, and look at how this King of Water is just like looking over everyone. I see you providing a safe space, really, truly, I do. Open your heart and mind to those around you. Trustworthy and heartfelt advice, charity work. And then this in conjunction with that High Priestess energy is perfect. Look at this merman beneath the sea, okay? It's perfect, it's beautiful. Moving forward, conception. In your rhythm, conception with this Queen of Swords, holding the space within yourself to be childish and to be nurturing as the Queen of Swords is, but for yourself, and holding up your boundaries and your limits as well, cutting out any limiting beliefs in your overall rhythm, now has brought you to the 9 of Earth. The 9 of Pentacles is a card about independence, sovereignty, okay, having authority over your own life, and feeling abundant and resourceful. So enjoying life's little luxuries, spending quiet time alone, successful self-employment. This is good news. Successful self-employment. There you have it. Right? Hey. So, okay, moving forward, we have in your overall vibration with delight and the major arcana, this Aquarius star energy. You've got the Ace of Air. Expect some communication. Expect some communication. Whoa, I just see this with this beautiful, whoa, look at this. Look at this creature coming in with some communication for you. And I don't think it's a download. I think that this opportunity of truth and communication is actually going to be what somebody truly believes of your work, of what you're doing here. So I'm just seeing that you may already be in collaboration or, you know, doing some co-creative work with others. And I see actually this is a direct communication from someone. So brilliant new ideas and inspirations, seeing the truth of a situation, a challenging beginning. So you're going to be, this is going to be somebody coming to you, expressing themselves, you holding the space for them. And although some brilliant ideas will come up, there's going to be, the challenge is going to be working them into what you already have going on and working it into what the other party actually has going on. And once I see you working that out, I see a grand opportunity for truth and clarity. And I'm feeling a cool breeze, and I'm feeling this idea. I'm feeling an idea, I know. I'm feeling somebody like breathing in very clear salt water from the ocean, like the breeze of the salt water. So maybe do some affirmation, some visualization, some meditations where you may be sitting at the sea with the sea god or goddess, okay? Or if you have the ability to go to the water, please do so, okay, safely. This is so wonderful. So these are for entertainment purposes only, or for guidance in your personal energetic. This isn't for everybody. Use your discernment, but I see some communication coming through. Keep an open mind and heart, okay? Listen, do some active listening, because there's going to be some brilliant ideas. Have your steno pad or your notebook or whatever. Have your notes app open, and as you're having this conversation, take some notes, okay? You guys will be able to bring things into fruition if you would only take the step to have the conversation, to reach out, to be receptive toward people's ideas. I see you creating IRL, and I see you doing the parts work and the shadow work from before just to do this. So give yourself the grace of just actively listening to someone else, okay? And your own reactions as well. The responses to listening actively to somebody else is actually a wonderful way to find information about yourself. You can ask yourself, how do I feel when this person is communicating this to me? Have your paper and pen there, okay? I see co-creation on a spiritual level. Manifestation is a spiritual thing. So there's a connection. Learn about the person. Be trusting with yourself as others are feeling trusting in your aura. This is what I see. So let's clean up. So I can activate these really quick while the video is uploading, and we'll get into the All Things Intuitive Oracle cards, Oracle decks, and we will look into the shadows that you faced. We'll get messages of closure. We will get messages of love from the universe, and look into your divine feminine and masculine. Let's do it. Okay. Let's hydrate. Okay, 3 cards, please, Spirit, in the highest loving light. Let's get some channel messages. What kind of shadows were faced here that we may be getting closure about, and messages of love about, Spirit, in the highest loving light. Leo, manifestation, activation. Tarot reading, frequency, activation, chakra cleanse. I hope I will see you again sometime. I am waiting for an apology. Your body language says so much. Okay. I hope I will see you again sometime. I'm waiting for an apology. Your body language says so much. Let's see what comes through with this. Look at some messages of closure. These are from your ancestors, from your guides, entities. They could be from passed on loved ones, the higher selves of people. You use your own discernment, okay? You know what you've been through, okay? I hope I will see you again sometime. In response, the message of closure is... I see people saying this to you. I hope I'll see you again sometime. I hope I'll see you again sometime. Your energy is really good. Like, people feel well in your energy. People feel well and safe spiritually in your energy. I hope I will see you again sometime. Please take care of yourself. So you had to put space between people, and even if they were wonderful connections, to go in within yourself and to clear up those fogs. And I see you actually coming back together with them. And meanwhile, please take care of yourself. These well wishes between you and other people. Take care, I love you, you know, or I gotta go, I'm not well, but take care of yourself. And this actually also goes with this idea of active listening. I'm waiting for an apology. Holding space for yourself to say that. Like, why do I feel tense in this? Why do I feel tense about this situation? Why do I feel pressed? Why am I tight over this? And then realizing, oh my God, I'm waiting for an apology. So maybe a grudge that you were that was being held. Sometimes I didn't know what to do. So realizing that, so I'm waiting for an apology. Sometimes I didn't know what to do. Realizing that actually whoever it is that you're waiting for an apology from, they just didn't know what to do. They could have already passed on, and they may be saying to you, I really just, I didn't know. It wasn't in my awareness. I didn't know how to behave in that situation. Realizing also, saying to yourself, to the God, Goddess within yourself, forgive them, for they know not what they do. I can't be waiting for an apology. I can't hold on to resentment, animosity. They didn't know what to do. And being able to forgive them and then yourself for whatever it was that is holding you down, that was feeding into a fear that was stopping you here. Your body language says so much. Please forgive yourself. Your body language says so much. So you can, maybe even you could tell, well, so you must be a very receptive person. You may be able to read body language, or I'm getting this idea about sign language. You may be somebody who, you may work with people who are limited with their speech and need to use gestures or something like that, where you're used to people being very authentic in all of their movements, because if you're limited in like your capacity to speak, then empathy comes into play, body movements and other forms of body language communication. So you may be a person that can read that in others, and actually it's helped you create a safe space for people. So you are fostering change and creating an environment, just even if it's just in your aura, for people to be that, even if they can't say something, if they're stuttering, or you might be able to just let them like hold the space for like my youngest aunt. She's more like my sister, God rest her soul. She had Down syndrome, and her language was very limited. So you had to really know her like your whole life to really know the word that she was saying, what she was communicating. So a lot of the time, especially when she was under like some distress, emotional or some stress, or was trying to communicate with other people who didn't have patience, I would have to just be there and be like, okay, and Tan, it's okay. What is it, Tan? Tanya. And just be there, hold the space for a while, for her body to finally, like, I would see her, okay, maybe you're talking people through breathing. And then she would do something like, and it would let me know there's so much shit going on. Jeez, I'm frustrated. You know what I mean? So this is just like an example that I can understand. I see you having the same vibe, being able to slow down in the moment and be there with people when they need you and whatever their specific needs are. So I think it's beautiful. That's wonderful that you can do that. So, and actually holding space, maybe you didn't do that for others in the past, and you have to forgive yourself for that, because you now know that you have the talent, or that the necessity is there. Okay, Leo, and if you know the necessity is there for you to slow down, you're like Leo, and I see somebody who's got a lot of stuff going on, dynamic, perception, passion, delight, so you're going and you're in this world creating this manifestation and combining these new ways of thoughts and healing and stuff, and maybe you didn't hold space for other people. You didn't even see the need to, or something. And I see, just forgive yourself for that, and moving forward, incorporate it. Because we just do our best until we knew better, and then we do better. And so when your thoughts maybe trail off to some feeling of guilt, forgive yourself. Move forward, okay? This is the message from the universe. So moving forward, like my Aunt Tanya, she passed away. And there's a lot of people in my family who regret not being there for her and listening to some of the things that she was trying to communicate. And finally, when they finally got the picture and things were coming to light there at the end of her life, they couldn't believe what they allowed to go on. So we have to take care and watch over the disabled people in our lives, okay? It's very important. So forgive yourself and move forward with conviction of doing better, and you will do better. You set your intention, you take your action, hold space for yourself, and that will also enable you to know how to hold space for others, okay? Regret, sorrow, oh God, the pain of the world, kind of, this feeling, we all carry that some way, shape, or form. So you hold space for yourself to feel that and express it. And also that's how you're learning to do that for others, Leo, okay? Keep going. This is beautiful. Messages of love from the universe here, Spirit. We've got one already. Vulnerability. You can be completely open with this person. And people feel like that about you as well. I hope I will see you again sometime. Please take care of yourself. And then when you do come back together, you can be completely open with this person. That's nice. Let's go. Messages of love from the universe, Spirit, please. Twin flame. This has been coming out so much. This is a divine counterpart connection. I'm waiting for an apology. Sometimes I didn't know what to do. This is a divine counterpart connection. I only get 3 cards from each of these decks, and this one keeps coming out, you guys. So forgiving yourself. If this truly is some twin flame connection, then self-healing is the name of the game, right? Healing and self-kindness and compassion and being with yourself fully and wholly would be the name of the game. But if it's not necessarily that, but a divine counterpart connection, everything is divine, and every interaction there's no coincidence. So that is divine counterpart connection is also a reflection of yourself. The more healing within yourself you can do, the more healed relationships or people you will attract, or you will attract people who need that same kind of healing, or who lack what you have already overcome. So that's one, that is one manifestation too of this twin flame divine counterpart connection thing. I'm so shy. Oh my god, I can't be shy. I'm recording myself and I'm shy of people seeing me. So I'm waiting for an apology. Some maturation had to go on with if you're coming back to a relationship from before, I see you letting go of some waiting for an apology for some petty things, not petty, but things that may be in comparison to the grand scale of this relationship, divine counterpart relationship, maybe letting go of those things to focus more on your bigger picture and your comfortability in the world, and just accepting they probably just didn't know what to do or whatever. And now the universe is saying that was a good move. Okay, you have to first love and heal yourself before you can deal with somebody else, and those people that you attract will be one or the other. Somebody who has to heal what you've already healed, or somebody who already has, okay, that's vibing with you in some way, shape, or form. And the more healed you are, the more you can recognize what another's going through, and you can hold your boundaries in whatever way, shape, or form that is. And you just walk by example, even if that example is having to put up a boundary and move forward. Or just moving forward in your own loving light. And that's an inspiration to whoever comes into your life, okay? The right people will be attracted to your vibe, your vibration. Last card, please, here. Denial. Your body language says so much. Please forgive yourself. Denial. Detach with love to clearly see the truth. I see that you were just in denial before about maybe you're just busy and going, or in your own, somebody who may have been in pain, and that you didn't have even the capacity to pay attention to the maybe body language or something, the nonverbal communication going on. And that's why it's saying please forgive yourself. And it's saying detach with love to clearly see the truth. Detach with love for yourself and give yourself also that grace to say, I was stressed, I was in pain, whatever it is. So that's what I see for this detach with love to clearly see the truth and move on. All right. Let us look into the divine masculine and the divine feminine energies. Nice little light. 3 card spirit for Leo. Clearing the throat. Clear the throat chakra. Both sides, down right and left side. Let's go. Down the front. Okay. Divine Masculine says, you didn't see my tears. I need security. I saved your texts and messages. So, okay, vulnerability. You didn't see my tears. You can be completely open with this person under vulnerability. The Divine Masculine says, you didn't see my tears. So maybe he's ready. Twin flame. This is a divine counterpart connection. I need security. So these people are coming to you, this connection, twin flame or divine counterpart, the masculine within you or within them is saying, I need security, okay? So you do need security to be able to be vulnerable and show the tears. Denial, detach with love to see the truth. Detach with love, it says, I saved your texts and messages. So maybe he's looking back. Maybe the divine masculine energy within you or the divine masculine in this connection is looking back at texts and stuff and messages, or just remembering, vibes, or remembering nonverbal cues or something. And detaching with love to clearly see the truth and do some self-forgiveness so that maybe you can come back together. I don't know. Let's get some divine feminine in response. Let's go, Leo. Divine femme, what is that? Leo, nice little light spirit. Let's go. You didn't see my tears. I am afraid. She says, the divine feminine says, I am afraid to contact you. Maybe the masculine energy is the one who needs to contact now. I need security. I couldn't let you get close to me, she says. I couldn't. So maybe there was a lack of vulnerability before. The divine masculine energy held his tears. The part of you that goes for things or whatever couldn't express the vulnerability. Felt like they needed more security, and this actually created some trouble with reception from the divine feminine. And so now this feminine energy is like, I'm actually afraid to contact you. I feel like you maybe the divine masculine didn't show vulnerability, did have tears, did feel vulnerable, but didn't show that. And so there's like a block there where that's going to have to take there's going to have to be some security displayed by the divine masculine energy. So if this is just you and you don't have a relationship, you need to create and go for the things that you want in your life. Give yourself security in the world, and then things will be flowing because you'll feel more comfortable in your own life. So I need security. I couldn't let you get close to me because you needed some security within yourself. So, okay, I saved your texts and messages. I hope that you can forgive me one day. So this is a healing journey of the masculine and the feminine energies. I hid who I really am from you. So some unmasking needs to happen. Some unmasking needs to happen here. I hid who I really am from you. I wish things could be different. And that's because if you wish things could be different, you have to make the changes. And I see that actually you're building up this manifestation so that, and you're becoming more and more safe and secure within yourself. I'm seeing people being safe and secure around you, even as you're expressing these ideas about that may be taboo to others and stuff. And I see that creating this manifestation is creating a safe space within yourself so that you can make things different. So maybe that's what you had to do, go into the marshes of your life and realize I can be the star here. So let's see. I daydream about a life with you, the divine masculine says. I don't want to let you go, okay, in response to these extra cards that came out. Okay, let us close this reading with some wisdom of the oracle cards, okay? Let's go. Leo, thank you for your time, for allowing me to do this with us, for us. I'm a Leo rising, by the way, so this is a co-creative effort. Thank you very much for being here. So higher power, number 4. Definitely there's a higher power watching over you. Oh my gosh. So on the third eye here, there's an angel, and on the third eye of this angel, there's a key that is lit. Can you see? Like that's an angel, and there's a marking of the third eye, and it's just lit. And then around that number 4, I'm seeing an infinity sign. So that's beautiful. There's a higher power definitely at work here. Angels watching over you. There's There's one angel up here, but there's an angel under here. There's a person under, beneath, like in the arms, like as if the angel is holding and cradling that person from behind. Do you see? You see the face? Okay. So, okay, message in a bottle number 15. What is this message here? Number 15, message in a bottle. This Christina Aguilera, Genie in a Bottle, but message in a bottle. That song is coming through. It's a pop song. I don't know what that has to do with anything. Well, I saw this. Expect communication. Expect clear communication here when your overall vibe of delight. So there you are. Reiteration, this higher power is not going to let anything stop this communication. So even if it feels like nobody's ever reaching out to you, and like the likelihood of you receiving the message from another human being, like because I feel like this is like if you're judging things by your past experiences in your own life, I'm seeing you like, yeah, right, it's as likely like me getting the perfect information at the perfect moment for the perfect manifestation. And, you know, I feel like maybe you may be feeling like a little downtrodden about some certain thing that you may be muddled about in this manifestation, and that you're like, the likelihood is like me getting a message in a bottle from across the sea. But actually, I saw that Ace of Swords. Believe in it. There's a higher power that's not going to let anything come in the way of this communication. That you need this communication. You did a lot of inner work, and it's time for other people to reach out to you. And I see it happening. You are so blessed. You're super blessed. You're blessed and protected by a higher power. Okay, so you're going to get your messages. Even if you think it's as unlikely as receiving a message in a bottle, you're going to get them. So, and write them down on your steno pad. I love you, Leo. Thank you. This was your manifestation activation tarot reading for the month of March 2025. Please check the community tab for your chakra cleanse and frequency activations. My name is Carol Lissett. I will see you next time.